really on the ball. Look at that switch. Lovely switch, man. Oof, sent that boy back to South Korea. Yeah, we saw that. You see how you look to see if we saw that. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Nah, this kid is insane, bruh. This kid is insane. Yeah. Nah, and they said we should be scared of South Korea, bro. Like, these are kids. These are kids, bro. We're just having fun with them. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, lovely pass. Yo, what's happening, RTV family? We back with another banger. It's your boy Vato Vivid, VVD, the first, not the second. Yeah. And we start every single episode with playlist of the week. So I'm gonna start off locally. For me, I've been spamming Killbrady, Boulevard. What you know about that, bro? I'm putting you guys on, bro. Killbrady, Boulevard. If you know that song. Banger. SSS Freestyle by Killbrady also. Banger. Bro, I don't know how he keeps doing it. Well, that song is actually quite old, if you know that song. But, banger, bro. Blackie, Karma. I love that song. Like, how do you diss someone on a Yano's beat, bro? That's like AKA levels, bro. But speaking of Keenan, rest in peace, bro. I've been listening to Congratulate Me. It's just been matching my week, just been my vibe for the week. Not congratulate me, but hey, it's just been a great week for me. I don't know. That song was just like perfect theme song, like perfect theme song. I've also been listening to Nasty C, EC mix that he did, Ran to Atlanta. I think that's what it's called. Nasty C is just reminding us why he's literally the coolest kid in Africa, bro. I know we always say Blackie, right? So Mnyama, shout out Blackie, but it's because I'm low-key a Reese fan. I'm a slime, but to be frank, Nasty C's got it, bro. Like, yeah, he's that guy. He's the GOAT, bro. Look, he agrees with me. I don't know if you heard that hoot, but he agrees with me. Yeah, but I've been listening to the Nasty C mix, and I think that's pretty much it locally. Internationally, I've been on my West Coast vibe, I've been listening to YG's new project. I think it's called Stay Dangerous or something like that. I don't know, bro. But the songs that I like from it is the one with Tyler, the creator, on it. Banger. Another song called Insecure. It's got Jid and Absol. Like, Absol is so good at rapping. Jid is so good at rapping, bro. Like, I don't know how YG got those two together, but it was an amazing song. Like, I think that's my favorite song right now, to be fair. Yeah, I haven't been spamming it. It's just a great song, It's vibey, but also it's like very introspective, It's like got substance to it. I just like music like that for some reason. But I've also been listening to my Yachty leaks, Lil Yachty leaks. One is featuring Sampha. Okay, I don't know if Sampha's featured, but I know it's got a Sampha loop on it, right? And it's a leak. Lil Yachty and Sampha. If they did do a collab, that's amazing. But it's probably just a sample of Sampha. Try saying that 1,000 times. Sample of Sampha. Yeah. But I've also been listening to Lil Yachty Nights. Yeah, it's the Nights cover by Frank Ocean. If you know, bruh. Like, Frank Ocean Nights, Lil Yachty does a cover on it, bro. That's just a banger, bro. I've also been listening to Lil Shimmy's cover of Little Birdie. It's a freestyle too. It's a Drake cover. It's funny how the covers, like, Nasty C doing his C mix, Lil Shimmy doing his Lil Birdie freestyle. It sounds better than the original song. I don't know if it's just me, bro. Maybe I'm just a Drake hater, but it sounds better than the original song, bro. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to, bro. I won't even lie to you, but I do want to talk about ball. Like, I'm itching to talk about ball because my country's doing so well. But let's talk about fashion for a little bit. Let's talk about fashion. It's Paris Fashion Week. I don't think there's that many South African, like, local brands that are in the schedule. Look, they might not be in the June schedule, right? But I didn't see anyone besides Judy Sanderson with Africa now. I think that's the only person I saw in this. Look, I missed out on something, but I didn't see too many local ones. Like, where was my course? I don't know if they're doing in the next schedule. It did just start, to be fair, so let me chill out on that. But I did see Pharrell. He did great. I see him like I was there, but one day RTV we're gonna be there. But I'm just saying I was spectating that. I think Paris Fashion Week is Paris Fashion Week, bro. To me, Fashion Week is kind of dead. But I won't say that, you know. It's just like, for me as a spectator, definitely dead. But definitely gonna make plans to go there. Definitely gonna make content. That'll be fire. RTV, Fashion Week, like, come on. Yeah, then it'll definitely be a great experience because, you know, the whole collaborative effort, that's what I respect about it. Like, bringing the top athletes or top runners from each industry, whether it's basketball, media, you know what I'm saying, art, so on and so forth. Everyone wants to go there because it's also an opportunity to collab. You know, you can bump into whoever. You might see LeBron James, you know, link up with them. You might get seated next to someone you never thought, you know, like DDG was at Fashion Week. You might have been sitting right next to DDG, you know, like, it's beautiful in that sense, the collaborative effort. But I don't know, the whole Europa thing is kind of trash in my opinion, because maybe it's a conversation for another time. But the LV and Pharrell, I think that one was the standout one. Christian Louboutin with Jaden's little you know, I think that one was quite fire. But like I said, it just started, I think. And yeah, it should be great. You know, money-wise, numbers-wise, should be great. I think it's a good time to do it. It's a summer collection. You know, those ones usually do well. But yeah, I think that's it for fashion. These, I've been seeing a lot of these, and I'm glad. You know, every time. Oh, there was like this stereotype that, you know, Bafana Bafana are trash. You know, never win any trophies. And we'll never support. But in reality, bro, true South Africans now, whether you guys win or not, like, we love you. We're going to buy the jerseys, we're going to travel long distances to try to support you. Whether you win or not, even when you guys were doing bad, bro, we're still there, bro. We're still there. It's just things like Twitter or like, you know, maybe media, certain media outlets like to portray it like, South Africans are very upset with them, but in reality, bro, you guys are living the dream, bro. Like, you're playing for your country, you're playing a sport that you love for your country, and I think that's a good segue to go on to ball because, I mean, we just qualified for the group stage, bro. I woke up to gunshots at 3 a.m., bro. Gunshots at 3 a.m. I thought it was fireworks. Bro. Not at 3 a.m., I mean like at 4 a.m., you know what I'm saying, bro. Like, what? You know, you can't say we haven't been backing you guys, bro. Like, I'm so happy we qualified. Shout out Bafana Bafana, shout out Killbrady. That kid is a baller. You see, the game that he starts, we win. That's all I'm saying. I'm not the coach, I'm not Bruce, right? But the game that Rile starts, we win. We don't draw, we don't lose, we win. I'm saying let that lighty start. Shout out Apollos too, did amazing as well. I mean, just defensively as well, the whole team was just solid that game. Solid. And if we can move like that throughout the tournament, like how Ghana does, like how Senegal does, I think we'll do really well. The African teams are doing really good. And I know my family, my friends always judge me for saying like, nah, SA this season we're gonna be first. Even Rich says it too, bro. Rich says we're gonna win the whole tournament. I think we're either gonna be in the final or we're gonna win the whole thing. Like, my prediction now, final is gonna be Spain versus Bafana Bafana. It's such a beautiful game. Lamine Yamal versus Rile. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Chef's kiss, as Rich would say, chef's kiss, bro. But yeah, I think it's a great moment for South Africa, a great moment for the country, you know. It always is, whether it's football or rugby. But Yeah, I'm glad we qualified. I don't know who we getting next. It's probably gonna be someone like Argentina or Portugal, right? I don't know how the group stage thing works now that there's new teams, but hey, shout out to all the African teams. Ghana drew with England. You know, I know Senegal didn't win against France, but they look good. Iliman Njai, Man City signed that guy, bro. Sal Savio, Sal Iliman Njai, or Lebukhile Mufukeng, one of those two. I think will be perfect on the wing, bro, because they're young, they're hungry, you know what I'm saying, like, and they ballers, bro. They're doing it at a top level. They're doing it at a top level. Iliman Njai, Lebukhile Mufukeng, Man City, Hugo Viana, sign him right now, bro. I'm serious, sign him right now. And where's Maresca, bro? How is Man City the only club that hasn't announced a new coach? Iriola's been announced. Michael Carrick's been announced. Everyone's announced their new manager except us, bro. Like, what's going on with that? I'm hearing like Chelsea are trying to sue us and want us to pay, you know. I'm hearing that stuff, but to me it's like, bro, just pay it up then. Why does it take so long? Like, play the game, bro. Play the game. Like, let's move on. Both parties have to have a good relationship. They're not gonna sue each other. Both parties need a good relationship. But I want to sign Maresca. I'm glad we're not signing Enzo Fernandez. Yo, I wish Rich was here, bro. Rich is like, oh, we're taking double Enzo. Nah, he can take Fernandez, bro. We taking AE. He can take Fernandez at Madrid. Me chilling, bro. Man City, my early prediction right now. I know we're talking about World Cup, but just early prediction. If we sign Lebukhile Mufukeng, right? Or Iliman Njai and Elliot Anderson, those two signings, essentially, two signings, right? We signed those two, treble. We're winning a treble, bro. Because Maresca was the coach under Pep during the treble season, bro. And he coached the first team academy. Like, James Trafford knows him. I hope JT stays. I don't want him to go. Nico O'Reilly knows him. Rico Lewis knows him. Rico Lewis might just revive his career, you know, because I think he's solid at right back. I don't think we need a new right back. I don't want Melo Gusto for 75 M's. I don't want Tino Livramento for 80 M's. No, right? I got me Rico Lewis, right? He's only like 22, 23, bro. And he's played under Maresca. So I think next season is looking really, really good. You know, I was doubting Maresca a bit, but after I did my homework, the Blues actually solid. I don't lie to you, the Blues solid. But yeah, back to the World Cup news. I'm really glad the African teams are doing well. It's definitely likely that, you know, Ghana, Senegal, South Africa, Morocco, they're gonna be in the knockout rounds, and we're gonna just, you know, push our continent to the max, push our continent to the world, you know, because a lot of people are watching this. Oh, about the hydration things, the hydration breaks. People hate it. For me, look, I get it. It's a business thing, bro. They're trying to turn football into like the NFL, you know? It's like quarters. My only issue now is that they're making it seem like they're doing it. Like, when you call it a hydration break, they're making it seem like they're doing it because the stadiums are hot and the conditions are crazy. No, look at the African players. They're doing good, bro. Because AFCON is way worse, bro. AFCON is way worse heat, and there's no breaks. There's no breaks, and the pitches are way worse. Okay, no, it's not a cap. But I'm saying the conditions, like the actual conditions, the heat, way worse than America, North America. That's why teams like Argentina are doing well, because South America is also way worse. Or Brazil, you know what I'm saying? Haiti, because they can handle this heat. It's only the European teams. So I'm like, why are you guys babying Norway and them? Hey, shout out Haaland though, but why are you guys babying Norway and England and, you know, those guys, bro? Like, don't call it a hydration, but just say like, yo, timeout, or like first quarter. You know what I'm saying? It's very commercialized. The whole fact that the World Cup is in America, you can see that they're turning it into like NFL or like NBA type vibes. I think NBA is the one I named too. It's called quarters. But hey, look, I don't hate on the hydration breaks. I just don't like that it's called hydration break, if it makes sense. But people are like, oh, they're just doing it for ads. They're trying to milk us, money. Bro, they're trying to make money too. Either way, I think I think it's fair game, bro. Like, a lot of people are gonna be viewing it. So how many people do you think will pay for people's views? You know, millions of people are watching it. And to the boys, back to the boys, I'm so proud of them. I'm backing them to go to the final. I think they can take it all the way. Like, there's no reason we can't, bro. There's no reason we can't. Bring it home, bro. We can bring it home. Literally, we can bring it home. But yeah, that's it for ball on my side. I did want to talk about this book. Well, I did speak about it on a previous ep, but this book called The Mind that I've been reading. It's like every time I read it now, new information gets downloaded, bro. It's like, wait, where were you? Like, I think I've read the book cover to cover at least 4 times or 5 times, maybe even more. I don't know, but let's just say less than 10. Nah, I've read it, but every time I read it, it's like I get new information. You know, normally when you read something over and over, you even start to like memorize the sentences. The sentences seem new, like it's new information. You know, well, in the book they call it outformation, which is interesting. Like, the mind has outformation. You know, information like, well, the mind isn't even in the head. I'm confusing myself, but that's a great book to go pick up. And I'm not a bookworm, right? But that's the only book I read, bro. Literally the only book I read, and the results have been crazy. For me personally, the results have been literally mind-blowing. Literally DNA exploding. Like, it explodes my DNA. You guys have watched The Big Bang? You know the intro where it's like those neurons and atoms like just exploding? That literally happens in my head every time, bro. Every time I read this book. But you know, I have also been watching a lot of documentaries on like true ancient Egypt, you know, like the different dynasties, whatever it's called, because, you know, it's the oldest factual information we have, and, you know, a lot of it points towards well, okay, let me be more specific. The specific anthropologist I've been following is Dr. Ben Yosef. What's his surname again? Shit. I probably butchered that. Joseph. We'll just call him Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben. He's been the most recent anthropologist I've been following. He's not alive today, but I just found about him recently, and it's like, what his works is crazy, bro. Like, yeah, he's got a lot of not just him, a lot of people he's worked with too, but because he's a person that looks like me, you know, I would validate his works more because he's speaking on his ancestors, essentially, or our ancestors, rather than, you know, a Eurocentric or a European version. Speaking of European, the word Europa, you know, there's like a Europa League. I didn't know that there was a planet called Europa I don't know if it's in the Andromeda constellation, but I just found that interesting. Like, there's a planet called Europa. And a league. It's trash, you know. Well, United fans know about Europa. Maybe not trash it, but yeah, back to Dr. Ben. I think his work's amazing because, you know, he's speaking of his ancestors and also fact-checking. The whole point of history, in my opinion, is that it needs to constantly change, just like science, you know. It needs to constantly be corrected, adjusted to the times, adjusted to what's actually a fact. Like, for example, there's things like actual facts that are actual facts, and then there's like prehistoric facts, and then there's, like I'm saying, actual facts. Like, a prehistoric fact would be we all come from the water, for example. But the actual fact is that no, there's a species of indigenous, you know, what you call humanoids that do come from the water, which you would call like Plataides or Khoisan or mermaids, depending on what language you're using, right? But it's not all of mankind. You understand what I'm saying? Others came from things like panspermia. You know, panspermia is like when back bacteria enters the ozone layer, like the earth basically, and it just germinates and evolves. But it's foreign DNA essentially. It's not of that terrain, you know. But yeah, I think the more I start learning about like ancient civilizations that were like super advanced, the more I start learning about me, you know, like my own origins, you know, my own habits, my own desires, or what you call passions, my own perspective of me, you know. And yeah, it's just a bit weird, you know. It's like in the previous ep, I think Rich was talking about how like if you look at the makeup of a dead star, like the genetic makeup or the chemical makeup of a dead star, it's the same chemical makeup of us. Like, you know what I mean? If you look at the periodic table, it would be the same elements that we have. It's the same elements that like dead stars have. You know? So it's like the more you start learning about things like astrology, or not astrology, but you know, suns and you know, what do you call it? Civilizations, I just said it, civilizations, you start to realize that, hey, this is like right now. It's not really back then or way back then. It's really like right now. It's kind of weird to explain. I don't know how to explain that one. But yeah, I think I'm in a great space now where like I see myself, I see everyone as a part of something bigger, something greater. I feel a lot of shift, or like what do you call it? Yeah, it's like a shift. I feel a huge shift in awareness with people, you know. But yeah, and I just hope everyone is feeling the same way, because you never want to feel alone. Well, not me, I like being alone, but I'm saying people never want to feel alone, even though when you spell the word alone it says all one, as in like we are all one, so you're not really alone. But people really fear that for some reason, and I think if they could just breathe first breathe, sip some water, maybe bite an apple, they will start to get information on things like things that they want to achieve, remembering their goals, staying focused on it. Or just maybe you have a small goal of like just good health. I'm starting to see a lot of it, like a lot more people are more conscious of their health, more conscious of what they eat, or at least the people that I'm passing by, whether strangers or new friends or whatever. It's just like more people are exercising, working out more, eating better, I guess, you know. Yes, they have their vices, you know, we South Africans, we have our vices, but it's not like the 80s, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still want to get down, but it's not like, but yeah, I think that's been interesting. Another thing I want to get off my chest, there is some new things coming up for RTV. I don't want to say too much, but it's definitely going to involve something that is like a product for you guys to use. We do want to test it out on you guys for sure. I have a strong feeling it's gonna just take off from the beginning, because most of the time that's what happens. But yeah, it's like I'm saying, I can't say too much, but essentially it's gonna be a product. It's gonna be free, so don't worry about the price. We just want you guys to give feedback, because feedback is the best form of love, I guess. Even if it's good even if it's bad feedback, I think it's still a good form of love, you know. Like, You're only giving me a bad review because you want me to improve. You know what I'm saying? You're not just doing it because like, oh, I'm bored or something. But new things coming on the way for ITV. New things coming on the way for everyone, I guess. Every newbie. And Rich calls us the modern day Kushites, you know. And if Queen Sheba was still here, I'm sure she would be proud. But you know, you never really leave, so she's probably watching. But I think I should wrap it up. It's getting a bit dark, and I am getting quite hungry. You guys let me know what you guys want to eat. I think diet's super important right now. I would love Nando's, bro. Let me tell you my Nando's meal, bro. My Nando's meal, you can only get this when you sit down, by the way. And I don't know if it's all Nando's, but the one I go to, I won't say, but the one I go to now, you sit down now. Oh, you ask for like a sit down. Like you order hummus with the flatbread. It's actually pita bread, but they call it flatbread. It comes with celery and like paprika, you know. And then you have that with chicken strips and rice, right? Chicken strips and rice. So I like mine Mozambique paprika. I just love that flavor. And then yeah, you've got the chicken, you've got the rice, you've got the hummus, you've got the pita bread, you've got your dip also, or the hummus is the dip, but they also have like other dips that come with it. And then I'll have either a sparkling water or a Sprite. That's my meal, bro. No one can beat that, bro. No one can beat that Nando's order. Tell me your Nando's order. Maybe you don't like Nando's, but yeah, let me know. I've been Vato Vivid, aka VVD the first, not the second. And yeah, this is RTV, man. First solo ep for me. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you rate it? Like, what's the quality like? What's the audio like? You guys don't even give feedback, and I just said feedback is the best form of love. Even if you hate it, just be like, yo, V, this audio is trash. Come on, cuz. Like, that's feedback, bro. We'll be like, yo, V, I don't know what to say, but I'm just commenting because I don't know what to say. Boom. Come on, bro. Reciprocate, cuz. But anyways, I've been already said that. You know what? We out, bro. We out.